Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to FTL in Sector 5 in this rock-controlled hostile sector, and see what we can do to upgrade our ship and try to win this run. So here's the exit. It's kind of hard to get down here, isn't it? So we can go 1, 2, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. Looks great. Let's go. Fuel's a little bit low. Oh boy. Well, isn't this unfortunate? A rock ship is silhouetted against the sun in supernova. They hail, even out here you follow us. We only wish to be left alone. Out of panic or anger, they charge their weapons. So let's see what they got. They got 3 rock crew. They have cloaking. They have a cloning bay. And they have some weapons. They usually have missiles, but it actually looks like they have some lasers here. So that would be good, except for the darn sun. So we're going to pause it, and this says, you're too close to a star. Solar flares will light the ship on fire. Shields will reduce the effect. So, ouch. All right, so they're cloaked, so we can't really do much at the moment. While they're cloaked, we don't get to charge up our weapons. So we kind of have to sit until this is done. This is why we would love to get cloaking for ourselves, but it's just been so expensive that we haven't had the opportunity yet. Here we go. And okay, they're uncloaked. So right away, what do I want to do? I'm going to go ahead and hack. And let's send a hack at their weapons. Now you see they have 2 bubbles of shield. That means, like us, they have to have 4 power in that room. So if we hit their shields with our breach, that would take them all the way down. Completely disable the system, which would be, pretty amazing. It's going to take a while to charge that up, though. So let's see what we can do. All right, and we hit them. Okay, they're about to actually charge up their stuff. So let's go ahead and wait. Pause. Hack. Okay. Burst laser coming on. I'm going to, whatever I target, I'm going to hit their shields anyway. It would be nice if we could hit their cloaking, but I doubt it. The reason we want to hit their cloaking, yeah, we missed. Oof, so brutal. Is because we don't want to fire a missile and then have them go invisible. It would be so bad. Okay, luckily their weapon systems did not time correctly, so they weren't able to get through our shield, which is amazing, but we got to watch this out. Okay, so I want to fire my breach. It's about to go, but I can't because, right, they just cloaked, actually. That's good so that I don't waste it. So here comes a solar flare, and we got some fires. We got a fire in the med bay, which is kind of amusing. So what we're going to do is we do have... you know what I'm going to do? Who cares? I'm just going to leave it there, and we're going to vent this out. So we're just going to let this... we're going to vent the fire, okay? And I'm going to right-click to turn off O2. I'm just going to wait until they come off cloak. Okay, they're off cloak. So what I can do immediately is just fire my breach at their shields. They have a fire on their own ship, which at least we both have to deal with this, right? And we're going to burst laser. And I am going to... if we target their weapons, it would be amusing. Their O2, it would be amusing. All right, let's see. Okay, great. Oh, wow, we got a bunch of good stuff right there. So what did we just do? We did 4 hull damage to them with our breach missile, okay? And they're going to hit us with their laser, but it shouldn't be able to get through our shields. But it also put a breach on them, so they're losing O2 here, okay? We did hit them with our laser and took their O2 out. They've got a fire to deal with, and they're losing oxygen. So there's a possibility, okay, Our shield is down, but if we get it charged before this beam comes on, we're good. There is a possibility here. I'm just going to go ahead and if we can... I'm not going to fire any more missiles, but that we can kill their crew by having them suffocate, which would be... if you can kill their crew and their ship is just dead in the water, you get more rewards. So if you can, like, board them, kill the crew internally, or with O2, you get more rewards. Generally, it's just too hard to do. You want to just kill their ship first. But in this situation, it might be possible for us to do there. To get that done, hopefully the fire puts itself out. There's no oxygen, so this fire should be gone very soon. And I'm going to take my burst laser. Let's just spread this around. And I'm going to try to hit their cloaking. Okay, they got their O2 fixed. All right, we took that down. And I'm going to fire again at their O2. We're probably going to just kill them outright at some point anyway, but it is funny. All right, I'm going to hack their weapons. I'm not going to fire any more missiles, like I said. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to turn my O2 back on. We're about to get the solar flare. Good, and we just killed them. All right, so there's no O2 happening. It's just they're dead. And we want to get out of here as soon as possible, so let's get our rewards. Okay. And we got 37 scrap, a drone part, and 2 missiles. And we got okay. So we got a solar flare. We probably want to deal with this, okay? Unfortunately. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to send all of my crew out here, okay? And then I'm going to turn off O2. And we're just going to kind of vent this and see if we can get this to go out this way. We're going to fix medbay. I don't know why there's no oxygen here. There should be. But that's odd. Here, go over here. Okay, that fire is out. So let's close this up, close this up, close this up, and I'm actually going to turn O2 back on. It's getting a little dangerous. There we go. Okay. All the O2 is back on. And we're just going to close the doors up and repair our shields in a moment. I'm going to send everybody back. We might have to jump first, though. We don't want to get hit by another fire, so I'm just going to be ready to go. It's coming. I'm going to jump, and we're going to go here. Our shields are going to be hurt a little bit, but it's better than dealing with a fire. As you jump in, a vast figure appears on the screen. The rock captain rubs the green moss-like appendage on his chin, then orders his crew to open fire. That's nasty, but okay, what can we do? They've got missiles and a terrible laser, so all we have to do is go ahead and hack their weapons right away and try to take down their missiles. All right, so they have 2 bubbles of shield, so we're just going to go ahead, boom, and just let this happen for a moment. Wait, and turn them off. And burst laser on their weapons. Good. Now they resisted, so sometimes the rock ships, they can resist hull damage, which is annoying, or other effects, but we just have to deal with it, and that's fine. Now, while this is happening, I'm going to take my breach missile, and we are going to target their shield, okay? We weren't able to take their, we're going to take a missile hit probably here, but we did hit them beautifully, and that's as good as we can do. Why is my... Turn off our med bay and put the power back into shields. And I'm going to push X to close all our doors. And let's see where this missile goes. It missed. Oh, no. I was like, hey, oh, God, no. It did not miss. Hit our med bay again. Poor med bay. And that's fine. I'm going to send my NG over to fix it. Whatever. We're not getting boarded. We don't need anybody on doors right now. We're going to take our burst laser. I should have had this on repeat. That was my mistake. They are trying to fix their shields, which is annoying. But if we fire this here, we can just completely turn off their weapons, or almost. And he's repairing it. They're NG, so they're really good at repairing. So we just have to deal with that. But at the same time, we've got hacking going, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and just fire at their shields. All right, they want to surrender. And I see no reason to take this offer. I do not accept. They're going to try to fire at us. We'll just hack their weapons. And I'm going to fire this at their piloting. For now, just hit a different system. And we'll just go ahead and hack them. They're almost dead. 1 hit point. Let's just hit a different system right here. They can't dodge. This should be curtains for them as soon as we charge up. Dead. And what do we get? Way more scrap, like double the scrap, plus 3 fuel, which is actually really helpful to us. We were low, and we continue. All right, so let's just wait for our hacking to recharge. Now, I could spend some scrap. I could upgrade our ship. Here's a store, and I actually want to see the store. Because I'd like some weapons. I'm happy to have the breach, but I don't think need 2 missile systems. So let's check out the store and see what they've got. Okay. They have some really nice stuff. I mean, darn. Okay. So we can sell one of our weapons pretty easily. A hull beam is insane. Like, if we get a hull beam going, I think this is really all we need with our missiles and our laser to just win. Fire beam is good. You want to start some fires. Cloaking would be great. Like, we could sell our breach to get cloaking, but then we're just all defense with not enough offense. So I think what I'm going to do is just buy this hull beam up and buy a couple fuel. We're going to sell. God, 3 power is just so much. It is very, very powerful, though. You know what I do, though? I really like this. It's been great. But if we sell the breach, we don't have to sell it. We can keep it. We can hold on to it and see if we can get it online. Maybe I'll just hold on to it. But if we keep it, yeah. I mean, we can hold on to it. I'm not in an emergency situation. But if we go to our ship, for example, we can turn this breach offline, and I can move the hull beam over here, and we can just power up the Artemis and the hull beam and have all 3 of these weapon systems active, which is pretty crazy. And we'll go into this, and we'll just buy a power bar so we can have an extra power to splash around like that. And yeah, I'm good. There's another store. We probably can't take that in any reasonable way. I can go 1, 2. I can go 1, 2, 3, and then we can exit, or we can try to hit the store, or maybe go over here. I am going to go 1. And defensive maneuvers, Pirate's Life. Here they come. All right. And let's see what they got. All right. Now we should be fine shield-wise. So this will be a good time to demonstrate what we can do. Now I can just hack their shield and then take it down, and then I'm going to do this just for experiment's sake. I'm going to target their shield, but we're not going to hack it until our laser is ready to go. So we're going to send this over. We're running low on drone parts. Don't really need to do this right here, but this is just a way for us to demonstrate everything. And once the burst laser is on, good, I'm going to go ahead and disrupt their shields. Take the burst laser. I'm going to fire at their weapon system, okay? And then I'm going to take my hull beam. Now the hull beam weapons work where you click something to target it, and then you drag a line across, and they do damage to every room that's in yellow that they're targeting. So the pole beam, it says it does 1 damage per room, but it does double damage on systemless rooms. So what we're instead going to do is do this. This will hit their shields and then do 2 damage in each systemless room. So this will do a ton of damage to them, okay? So I'm just going to fire this and show you what happens. Okay, unfortunately, did we miss with everything right there? Boy, what a shame. All right, well, that didn't go well, but the ship is not that dangerous, so we'll be okay. We just have to, we gotta just target their shields at this point, because our hull beam can't penetrate the shield. It only does 1 damage, so you don't penetrate their shield with this. But now this is down, so we're gonna take this, and we're gonna just say, why don't you do this then? Actually, this is 4 rooms. Yeah, do that. Oh, did they get their shield up right in time to block that? Man, brutal. Okay. Well, unfortunate timing. Maybe next time around. Okay. Almost there. Okay, I'm going to hack them down. Now, when you hack their shields, you have to wait for them. You see, it's not immediate. You have to wait for them to, like, lose their charge or whatever. Okay, now they have no shield, and then now we'll try this again. And hopefully, there we go. We swept this across, and you see we did damage to them, and their hull is getting wrecked. All right, so we're going to go ahead and target their piloting. Good. And we'll just kind of keep this on their shields. They can't really hurt us. You have to, this is a timing thing. You just have to wait with the hull beam until the shields go down. And then now they're down. Okay, so we can just sweep this like this and hit 4. And boom, chop them up. Hull beam is insane. Beam weapons in general are just so great at doing a lot of damage as long as you can lower their shields. All right, so we crash them, and we got 41 scrap, a missile, and a drone part. Unbelievably fantastic. So now that we have all these weapons online... Oh, there's a distress. Can we get... Yeah, we can get there. It'll be in caution. Then we stay ahead, then we go ahead, and then we can go. I think it's worth it. Now that we have all these weapons in line, it's time, I think, maybe to start upgrading our shields. Yeah. Okay, let's go. And you find the source of the distress call, a small research station. Let's try to dock, and oh my goodness, we got another crew member, and it's a rock, and we got 29 scrap. So how about that? All right, so this guy is actually a master at the engines. So the current person that we have on engines is almost a master, but this dude's already a master. So I'm actually going to send him back here and just kind of move this over. Where do you want to go, dude? There's no other systems that we can man for benefit. So I'm just going to kind of move this person here, move this person, my NG back here, and save the layout, and we're good to go. Now you'll notice because we have this master in here, our evasion is up to 32, which is really, really good. We got some scrap, so what we can do is actually buy a power bar. We could even pump one into engines to get even more dodge, and that actually is a great way to kind of get a happy medium, because you'll see now we go to 37% dodge. Getting our shields all the way up is going to be quite costly, so it's going to take a bit. Asteroid field. Okay. Unfortunate, but what can we do? All right, here we go. What do they got? They got, it's like maybe a bomb or a flak over here, and a massive laser. That laser is terrifying, so I'd like to just hack their weapons. All right, and we'll wait. It's going to take a while for this Mark III to charge up, but That's fine. We're going to use a missile on this one. Being in the asteroid field is just inherently dangerous, so I will fire a missile at their shields. We're just going to wait for them to charge. Okay, we did hit their shield, sort of. Burst laser is on. Let me try to hit the rest of... Oop, that's the wrong one. 2. Let me hit the rest of their shields here. Got it. And then we're going to... they are launching something. Unfortunately, I'm going to hack them. And we're going to go with the hull beam. And... I'm going to do it just like that. Alright. So... we just swept across their ship, did a ton of damage, and hacked them. And let's go ahead and put our burst laser right there. And they're about to blow up. They want to surrender. Now, normally I don't take this, but 8 missiles is kind of wild. We also need the fuel. I'll take it. And we'll jump. Oh. Okay. So here's a slaver. We can buy a crew for 26. We can attack them, and we can ignore them. Honestly, let's attack. They have a flak, a ion, and a laser. Okay. We're running out of drone parts, unfortunately. Hack their weapons. Alright. I have so many missiles. Fire a missile at their shields. Fire the burst laser at their shields. And just wait for the hull beam to charge up. We'll hack when they get closer to charge. There we go. Okay. We were not able to take down their shields. Oh no, we were just enough. So then what we do is we... they don't have any systemless rooms, unfortunately, but we can kind of sweep this in a way to hit 4. There we go. We did some of them with damage. Good. Honestly, I'm going to use another missile. Their weapons are scaring me. They're trying to leave. Okay, so we're going to then... they have a fire on their shields. We're going to target their engines. And when the hull beam turns on, we can just go like this. Wow. And they say, we'll give you a slave. If you destroy us, they'll die anyway, which is true. And so we'll take a free crew member, I guess, who's a master pilot. Our pilot is also a master. We don't really need this, so we're going to put this guy in the mid-bay. He's going to help us just with fires and with boarding. But now we have, I mean, look at our crew. We have 8 crew members. If you go to the ship and the crew, we're, I believe, I don't know if we can actually have any more crew. We might be able to, but we're stacked. And we're doing great. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get really, really greedy here. This is, you know, maybe not the smartest plan. I'm going to power up my shields, let them charge. I'm going to go ahead and jump. You see where the warning is. There's a store. I could hit the store and leave. But I could also go here, then hit the store, and then leave. Typically, with how they're moving, they'll move to about here, next turn, and then that means that when I go to the store, it'll be in the warning, but not in the rebel area, and then I'll just leave. I think. All right. And nothing good happened. But we tried. Now we'll go to the store. We're not even in the warning here just yet. We will be, though, when this leaves. All right. So what do they got? They have a cloning bay. And some drones. Teleporter. We don't really want to do boarding right now. Drone control is too expensive for us to get online at the moment. I'm going to go ahead instead and just repair one buy one fuel and save the rest of my scrap. And we're going to jump out. All right. And there's a refugee convoy that says, we'd like to help you on your mission, but don't have much to offer. If you have extra metal, perhaps we could work on your ship, and let's inquire about their speciality. So they could upgrade our piloting for 14 scrap. Now, I'm going to do this. Piloting is one of these subsystems where all upgrading it does is give you autopilot, which really isn't that great unless the pilot can't be in the room. And so if we get into a situation where there's a fire in the piloting room, or we need to move the crew around or something like that, then this is very nice to give you some of your evasion instead of just going to 0. So for 14 scrap, it's worth it. And we upgraded our piloting by 1, just like that. So not bad. All right. And we'll jump to the next sector. Now, we can go to the Slug Home Nebula, or we could go to an abandoned hostile sector. I kind of like the idea of a nebula and see what these two civilian sectors are, and then move in. We could go fight a lot if we wanted. Boy, that's tough. I like the idea of the slug home and see what the slugs have to say. And bam. All right, so here's the exit way up here. It's actually pretty close to us, so we could get there really quickly. And there's even a bunch of points that are outside the nebula, and these would be more valuable to us because they're more likely to be occupied. So we could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These don't connect, though. We'd have to be like, yeah, we could do that. So we could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we might be even able to go even slower than that in the nebula. But we'll get into that next time. Everyone, this is a good place to end the episode, obviously, because we're done with Sector 5. So I hope you're still finding this guide series to be useful. We're rocking and rolling, and we're on to Sector 6 with our Kestrel in this complete beginner's guide. Thanks so much. Take care.